Before this video starts, I would like to say thanks for the recent support on the Save the Trees video. It's amazing to see the people involved in the support over this event. It's kind of mind-boggling to me. Also, a good friend of mine named Gaming with Reaper commented and later sent me proof of him donating 24 trees. He had a 1 kill 1 trees challenge on Fortnite during a live stream that I was a part of. So tap on the eye icon on the top right of the screen to watch if you're interested. I recommend you check out his channel also because he's pretty good at what he does. He's honestly a pretty good YouTuber and I've worked with him for 2 years now. Anyway, thank you man for helping this Save the Trees fundraiser. Now, on to the video.
Hello everybody, I am the Arkham One, and welcome back to Jak 3 with special guest...
Me, SHA.
Yeah.
His brother.
My brother, the Arkham SHA.
I swear to God.
Anyway.
That is the dumbest name I've ever heard.
I mean... It's so
Second
close
only to the Arkham One.
Oof. That hurt. That hurt. My feelings.
You
Okay.
have no feelings.
Anyway.
Jack, this is Ashlyn. I'm
Hi,
glad
Ashlyn.
you're still alive. I see Damus still keeps tabs on his old beacons. Listen, I've got
That's
to
the
see
weird
you
chick with the
immediately.
tattooed
I've
face,
landed
right?
out by the Oasis, but I don't have much time. Please come find me.
I haven't played Jack in so long.
Oh, you should definitely revisit it whenever you get the chance. If you guys don't exactly remember, because I'm not sure you really would, because this was at the beginning scene of Jak 3, Ashlyn is the red-haired lady with the tattoos that we saw in the beginning cutscene that's actually a friend of ours. If you have not seen Jak 2 Renegade and my series on it, haven't played the game or anything, please check out that live stream series. There's going to be a little card icon at the top that you can tap, so you can get into that, because I highly recommend... Words are hard! English is difficult.
Two videos in a row, you suck at words.
Just go check out that series if you want to know who the heck that is. Last video, first time introducing my brother SHA here on the channel. Definitely a good video, and I want to thank you guys for the amount of feedback from the video. It seems like you guys really did enjoy it, so I'm pretty happy with that. And we'll definitely have to do some other videos again sometime. Like, we plan to do, like, Injustice 2 one time, and try to do, like, a little duel. That'll be fun. What do you say?
I'll beat you.
Oh, really? Well, to be honest, guys, he's like, ooh, lag, frame rate stuff. I'm not sure if you can tell that in the video, but that sucked. To be honest, he has played Injustice 2 a lot more than I have. I only played through the story and faced some pretty difficult enemies whenever I had to help with defeating bosses and stuff. I'm pretty good when it comes to side-scroller fighting games, like really good. But he has a lot more practice, so that would definitely be a fun video. Keep that in mind for the future. That'll definitely happen. Don't know when, but it'll happen.
It has no lag spikes whatsoever.
Did you intentionally cut off there?
That was the joke. You're supposed to.
I was about to snicker, but I didn't know if that was intentional or not. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Anyway, cutscene.
You were my joke.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. That's kind of what I do. Hi, Ashlyn. How are you?
So you would be great in r/whoosh if you were active on that subreddit.
I knew you'd be back for some more.
I do have a Reddit account, but it's secret.
Get a good look. It's the last time you get to see it.
I just use it to go on r/minilad.
Jack, it's good
Mini
to
Lad's
see
cool.
you.
Listen, Toots. You left us
I wish
in
he'd
the desert.
stop
It's
dyeing
all
his hair white because I
and
think that looks
it
stupid.
wasn't. We out, Jack.
Oh my gosh, they have... they put
I knew Damus
They
would
put,
find you. He doesn't
boob
miss much in this
physics
desert.
on Ashlyn.
It doesn't
What the heck?
Oh my god.
I need you to
No,
connect to
this
Sid.
is like in
We're losing the
2004,
fight.
right?
Beacon
So
Yeah,
doesn't
this
want
is like-
power when he's taken command.
I think
He
this
doesn't
game released in
understand what he's up
2003 or
against.
4.
I need you.
no, it's released in 2004. That's when like people, like developers, just went super nuts in the boob physics.
I think that's also
Like
around the
Mortal
same
Kombat.
time when the big era of, like the big change of gaming, kind of for the worse because it showed a lot more edginess. Like Shadow the Hedgehog,
I
GTA
was just
3.
about to say that.
Yeah. I love Shadow the Hedgehog, but oh my gosh.
Watch your ass. I'm only woman on the outside.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I didn't know that would hurt you. Sorry, Ashlyn, but oh my gosh. I've never heard that dialogue before. This is pretty cool. You actually get to destroy the cars that you usually face while in the car, or whatever little buggy stuff that you have. But this time you're using guns. It's actually kind of cool. And this is technically like the 4th arena battle, sort of, and it's like the biggest one. We'll see these guys again soon, but not in this way. This is actually kind of cool. And it's decent. I wouldn't say it's like super challenging because like Eco makes you overpowered. But besides that, really cool. I always like the animation, not the animations, like the look of the arena guys. What do you think?
Like the gladiators.
Yeah, the gladiators. That's the name for them. Sorry.
I just thought they were too generic, even for like
I mean,
elves.
I mean, you would. I'm not sure you remember what they look like, but the little icon to the right there looks like they would be part of the fetish group, and I'm not a fan of that. Not a single bit. Oh, has our era of society and technology changed? Dear Lord.
Yeah, I like how this is, like, before the video started, you told me to not speak about anything controversial.
I mean, this isn't super controversial. This is not really controversial at all.
Your friends need you.
The
You
topic
sound like a
is...
40-year-old man. You sound like you call, like, people like yourself an
A 40
influencer.
A 4-year-old man?
40-year-old man.
You said 4
Long before that.
I said 40.
I've never been called 40 before. That's a bit interesting.
Start acting like a teenager and it won't happen.
Hey, I act like a teenager. I'm dumb. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Yeah, I'm a teenager.
Dude, you need to get on my level when it comes to not know what you're saying half the time. Half the words I speak are gibberish.
Oh, I'm sorry for coughing a bit. I have a cold right now. But you guys ready for a rant? You ready for a rant, SHA? This is going to be a big one. This is like the only huge thing that I dislike about this game. You ready to hear it?
I'm imagining it has something to do with racing.
No, I don't like racing. I think the racing in this game is much better than Jak 2, and I usually hate racing, and I find it okay in this game. Some missions worse than others, some interesting missions. But anyway, what I have a problem with is the cutscene. Jak said he's through saving the world, has this kind of like edgy tone to him, and says, "Oh, you left me out here in the desert. She saved you by giving you the beacon. Why are you acting like this? She's the reason you're alive."
Stupid writing.
Yeah,
I think like during that day at the office, like it was a Monday and no one really cares, so they just wanted to make him really edgy to reflect how much they hate Mondays.
it was pretty bad writing. And then he says, "Oh, I don't want to save the world." No, I don't. Like, you're saving the world anyway.
I'm not gonna save the world, but I'm gonna save the world. Wait,
And-
what?
Like, there's this YouTuber, Valley4 XD. I died. This is what happens when you try a commentating game.
He kind of makes Cinema Sins parodies, only it's gaming wins
Yeah,
and gaming sins.
I'm gonna quote him, link to the description to his channel because he's pretty funny. He's just a very interesting person with interesting the things that he has interest in, let's just say. But besides that, he says this: you have to pretty much pretend like that cutscene never existed to actually play the game for its story and for what it is. And I agree with that 100%. Ah, what am I doing?
I think lazy writing is a core thing that makes people start hating, you know, movies and games and stuff.
I mean,
like DCEU, that Batman v Superman could have had a much better story.
I mean, I think the broad story was great, but the details and how they tried to make it was done poorly. Anyway, that was my rant for Jak 3. You're probably not going to hear me rant about hardly anything else, at least not to that degree. Maybe in a future mission, I think for part 8, you're going to probably see my second least favorite mission, and it happens like 3 times, 2 or 3 times, I believe. Anyway, we're going back to the temple. I love the temple. I usually love most of the missions here. So this is going to be great. The only reason we're going back here, and Jak doesn't really explain this because edgy and says that he doesn't want to save the world when actually he does. He just got a little symbol of Mar, and apparently he knows what to do with it. Just doesn't tell anyone. There are some lazy parts of this game when it comes to the story, and some like not super lazy, but definitely noticeable parts. Like except for that
ain't no
cutscene.
Captain America Civil War when it comes to the story.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh my gosh! I know this code is kicking my butt. I love the music for the temple. I love like the music for the Jak games entirely. I think Jak 2 has some of the best, but overall I like Jak and Daxter: The Recursive Legacy the most because how much work they put into each little character in the game, having their own kind of like remix of the music for the area, for like
their little theme, you know.
Yeah, their little theme, and it's like a little remix by adding like an instrument, taking one away, adding a couple instruments. It's really, really cool. Neat idea, and there's honestly like some really good music for some of the bosses and stuff. This game has probably the weakest music, but this one's probably my favorite in the game. Do you remember the music for this?
What is it? What
is not the arena. When you go to the temple, and it's the little bongo drums. Do you remember that?
Like you? Okay, yeah, I think. I don't know. It's been a while. But to me, my favorite gaming soundtrack is probably going to be a tie between Crash Bandicoot. Shut up! Crash Bandicoot Twinsanity and Ultimate Spider-Man, the video game.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot Twinsanity has my favorite video game music of all time, and the reason is because all of it is based on acapella, which is music done by voice and vocals.
Which is so fitting for this version of the character, considering he's wacky, zany, and more like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah, it fits so well. If you have, I mean, that game has some ups and downs, and it was unfinished, but it's such a, I would call it a hidden gem.
I would
especially
make
for the
a
music.
petition to get that game remade if I had enough money.
Yeah, into its actual full version.
Yeah, and I'd get like the people who made the Insane trilogy, like Vicarious Visions, and I have no idea who else.
I'll put a image and say who it is, but yeah, I could see that. Maybe not them particularly, because I heard they did mess up a little bit on some things. It kind of made the game harder, at least for the first game. I think Crash Bandicoot 2 was They pretty much did okay with that and warped it extremely well. I want to make a little note. I like the use of like yin yang, the little yin yang symbols from I believe that's Chinese. Yeah, the Chinese idea.
Chinese culture.
Chinese culture. I like how they made it into light and dark eco, because they're the same thing, like light and dark, and how one cannot exist without the other kind of thing. That's really cool. Obviously it's influenced and not very original, but I like it. I don't know why they're here, I just like the design. And also, I'm doing pretty good with this. I usually fail at this.
It's sort of symbolic storytelling, like kind of how like one can't exactly exist without the other, you know.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like represents the good side of Jack, and you know Jack's demons being tortured for like what, 2 years straight.
Yeah. Ooh, that gives me an idea for the question of this video. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and then just pause for a sec. Okay, guys. He just mentioned, SHA, that Jack was out for 2 years in the beginning of Jack 2. What did Daxter do, even though this is technically not canon? What?
It is.
It is? Did
Yeah.
Naughty Dog made it canon?
Yeah.
I'll look that up.
You didn't know that?
I'll look that up and see for myself. I'm not really sure. Anyway, what happened during that 2 year span, and what was the video game that was based around those 2 years? There's a little interesting kind of question for you guys. I'll repeat it at the end of the video, and when you answer it and get it right, I will pin your comment for all of the future viewers to see in the top of the comment section. So, you answer correctly, you get stuff, and I congratulate you. So, I would recommend it. It's kind of cool.
So basically, you get no rewards, just a pat in the back.
I mean, you kind of get a reward and a pat on the back. It's like a little small thing. There's not too much I can do. Maybe I'll do something if actually someone answers most of the questions.
We'll give away this brand new Tesla.
I'd say that's a little over my $0 budget. Anyway, we got a little Oracle dude over here. I should have made this guy into a question. I chose something else. I think I did make him a question. I'm not too sure. I gotta go check part 4, I believe it was. But he's gonna give us something that's really cool, but not used very much.
But sadly, your coming may be too late. You will soon reap the seed of our downfall. It approaches quickly, and I fear we no longer have the power.
I love the Oracle's voice. That's really cool.
The pure power of light. We offer what little we have.
I feel like he'd be a good dark side.
The Oracle, that voice for Darkseid, I mean,
Would.
a little too echoey, I would say. But that's just my opinion.
I mean, it's better than Weird Al and Teen Titans Go. I'm not joking. They actually got Weird Al Yankovic to just as a joke.
Who? I'm sorry, I was dying.
He makes a bunch of parodies off music videos.
I know who Weird Al Yankovic is. He made a Gangsta's Paradise. No, not Gangsta's. Amish Paradise. A White and Nerdy.
Canadian idiot.
And a bunch of other stuff. What did he do?
He did Canadian Idiot. He did. I can't remember what else. I think he did one off Eminem. Or no, he did one off an interview with Eminem, where he was just Eminem constantly saying, "You know what I'm saying?"
What made you bring up the conversation with Weird Al Yankovic?
The fact that the Oracle, the Oracle would be a really good Darkseid voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
We went from Darkseid to Weird Al Yankovic.
I don't know how we did that. Also, even though this is kind of glitchy because the remaster is not too great, this is honestly a really cool design for Jack. I love the design for like Jack. You get to see him like the left side of the screen, but seriously, this is really cool. I love this. Neat idea to bring back kind of like this little light Jack. And I'll probably have where like Jack was first appeared in the Jack series somewhere in a different video, but not this one. I already came up with one thanks to SHA here.
You're welcome.
I always like to point out that his fist enlarges when you do a little uppercut attack.
Like Plastic Man.
Yeah.
That's DC version of Mr. Fantastic for you uncultured swines out there.
Don't call him uncultured swines. That's mean.
If they don't know who Plastic Man is,
I mean,
then well,
Plastic Man's not a very iconic superhero. Let's be honest.
he's
here.
technically in the Flash TV show, although he goes by Elongated Man for some reason.
That doesn't sound right. I'm gonna kill myself. Wee! Oh, whoa, whoa,
No, he's Ralph. No, he's Ralph, dude. The guy with the weirdly chiseled jawline.
He's Wreck-It Ralph?
I want to punch you right now.
I mean, he has a... I mean, Wreck-It Ralph has quite a jawline, to be honest.
That's it. I'm muting you.
I don't know who Ralph is. Who are you talking about? Well, he's muted now. Well, I'm muted. Now he's yelling at me from the other room saying that I suck. See, he's white and nerdy. Oh, this is very, very, dicey. Oh, that's a pun. I'm sorry. Anyway, oh, you know when you, get the little time manipulation power, you clap in the, air, which is kind of cool, and, you are, like, on these balancing beams that revolve with spikes.
I was
that?
always confused why he clapped.
Yeah,
Because he
don't
like
get that.
bangs backwards, like does like this little weird biblic thing, and he just goes wha.
It is kind of weird. Also, if you remember this, guys, this was from part 4 when I did the little electrical jumps. This was pretty cool. I like that. Pretty cool. I'm happy. I like how they bring back some areas of the game that you have to come back to. It's almost like a Metrovania style, but not really, because this is a 3D sandbox kind of sandbox. I can't find the right term for it, but I would definitely not consider this a Metrovania game like Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. Or, you know, Metroid and Castlevania.
Also, quick side note: if any one of you watched Fabulous Fish's video on Crash Twinsanity, I was the dork who said that Crash Bandicoot Twinsanity was my favorite video game of all time. Because it is, there is no recognizable problems with that. Fight me.
I don't think any of them have. There are some people on my channel who's a fan of Fabulous Fish as well, but not all of them. I'm not sure how many people from this series actually have watched Fabulous Fish, and especially that video. I don't think anyone has. I know like Liquid Cloud knows who he is, and George. I don't think I talked to George about him. Fabulous Fish is awesome. He works hard on his channel, like incredibly hard.
He's got some weird things about him, but yeah.
Thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this little series, and I hope you enjoyed having my brother SHA join along for a ride. Show him some love in the comment section below. Alongside, tell me what you think you've seen, also telling me...
English!
Please. Tell me the answer of the question of the video, which is, what happened during the 2-year span of Jack 2 when, you know, Jack at the beginning was taken away and Dexter was off doing something. And what was that
And he was
game?
being tortured for 2 years straight. He had
Yeah.
a fun time.
Very fun. Very kinky.
Very kinky. We're talking about you here. Edit that out, please. Please
I will.
edit that out.
I will.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye!
Don't steal from Markiplier. See ya next time.